replacement to your 2005 through 2011 Toyota Tacoma's headlights, regardless if they're broken, faded, or simply just not usable anymore. These Raxium Axial Series OE replacement headlights with the black housing and clear lens will be a great solution for you. Now, considering the factory headlights are well over 10 years old, they can show their age with yellowing and fogging up on the lens, which not only can look bad, but can also hinder your lighting performance. And with this set, this is going to be a factory style option to gain some of that performance back and add a nice refresh to the front. Now, these will also be tailored to the Tacoma owner who just wants to keep it simple with the styling and doesn't need or want to go over the top when it comes to a set of headlights, just wants an affordable and functional option. As you can see, these will feature a clean and classic OE style look to them, but will have a black housing on the inside that's going to add a stealthier vibe to the front end of your truck. Now, the main reflector will stay the same, working well with whatever bulb that you pair with it. This will also feature a clear chrome lens and reflector for the turn signal on the inner corner and keep that marker light to the outer side to keep up to OE standard and clean up the appearance of these headlights. Now, these will have a pretty standard construction as far as the build is concerned, with a polycarbonate clear lens on the front that's going to be impact resistant to any lighter hits, especially if you're taking your Tacoma off-road, and completely transparent for the best possible light output that you can get with this set. Now, this will also have an ABS black plastic housing, which is going to be pretty tough and molded to factory spec for a direct bolt-in build. And on top of the lens, this will come with a seal to make sure that the headlights will seal to the hood for a snug fit. Now, like I mentioned, this is going to just be a housing replacement, so you're not going to get any bulbs with this set. You will need to swap over your factory bulbs or whatever bulbs that you pair with it into this set, and because of that, there's not going to be any wiring, making this a very straightforward direct bolt-in install. Now, this will cost about $225 for the set, which is going to be a great price for what you're getting. Now, comparing this to others on the page, this is just going to be the housing, so it is going to save you a decent amount compared to some other full headlight options, especially ones with additional features. Now, this set, however, if you don't need those fancy features, is going to be simple and straightforward. It's going to give you the refresh that you need for the front end of your truck, and it's going to avoid the dealer premium, especially if you want to stick with this OE style. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and generally take about 2 hours or so to get the job done. Now, speaking of the install, one of our customers here has actually installed these on their Tacoma and is going to walk you through what the process looks like step by step. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
For today's install, all you'll need is a flathead screwdriver, a ratchet. In today's video, I will be using a Milwaukee electric ratchet impact wrench and a 10mm socket. Alright, what you're going to start out doing here, you're going to take off this middle grill part. You got a push clip here, 10mm or Phillips there, 10mm Phillips, push pin there, and there'll be one thing we got to pop in on the way out. So I use 10mm socket. Set these aside. Kind of get under the top of this push pin here. You can use the flathead as well to pop it out, or a trim tool works well as well. Perfect. Once those are out, set them aside. Going to be able to wiggle this out a bit, and then once you get to this part right here, you should be able to just pop it up out of place. Alright, when you start out, just to be cautious, you're going to want to take the negative terminal of your battery off whenever you're working with electronics here. It should just be a 10mm socket. Get it loose enough, and just pop it off and pull it to the side. Okay, you're going to have 4 more points of contact you're going to want to take off for each of the headlights. You're going to have a 10mm up here, 10mm up here, 10mm up around under the fender, and then right here is going to be one more of those push clips. So I'll start with taking that off here, pop it out again, pull it out. You can kind of pull this flap here out of the way, set that aside, and hit this one up top as well. 10 mil. 10 mil. And then up over here, underneath the fender. To start out, you're gonna have two 10 mils here to release this fender guard so you can get to that back screw. We got one up here. Get that out. And then you got another one down below here. Pro tip, turn your tire wheel, gives you a little more clearance to work with. Alright, and there should be one more pin here. If you look inside here, it looks like it's just a flathead screw. Start by screwing that out. You may be able to just get it by hand. Pull that guy out. And then once you finish up with that, you go in here. You can see that there's one last 10 millimeter bolt right up here. See that? Right up there. You're going to take that off and you're on to the next step. Now what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to see this blinker light right here. You're going to want to just twist this counterclockwise. You'll be able to pull the bulb out carefully. When you do all this, you're going to reuse these lights with the headlights because it's just the new ones because it's a housing. So just carefully set those off to the side. And these main high beams right here are just going to be able to pull out. Take the rubber housing off. The lights are going to go with it. Might be a little tricky to turn it and get it out. Then you'll get that out. And then there'll be one more here, counterclockwise, for the daytime running light, or for the parking amber light. Right there. Route this guy out and underneath. And should be able to out here. Flat edge here. Off that. We will be sure when we put it back in. We have to make sure that this whole one's going in the garbage anyways. But that should be it, and that should be what it looks like after. Okay, so there was just some little plastic tape on the back of these protecting the headlight housings. You're gonna go ahead and pull that off of the blinker, the headlight, and then also the parking light. For the install here, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this plastic on just to protect the new headlight from any scuffs, but I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit so when I go ahead and put it in, it's not gonna be trapped in there at all. So to start out, what I would prefer to do is get my headlights put into place first. It's a little bit easier with the install. You're gonna have this rubber grommet here. And for these headlights here, we're gonna go ahead and get them in. And this right here, this top piece is gonna align into here, and once you push it in there, you're gonna have a little metal clip here come around to this side. You're gonna push that metal clip down and underneath this other side, so the headlights are gonna stay in tightly. Then after that, that rubber grommet can be pushed back in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in these amber park lights. Put it in. Turn them clockwise to get them in there tight. Should be solid. And the last one here is our amber blinker. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that one in there. orientation when you're putting them in, it only matters to lining up the little slits with the little knobs on the light, so when you screw it, you can quickly put it in and just turn it right tight so it locks. And you're gonna go ahead, take the new light, and you're just gonna kind of play with the angles here to get it in. The main thing right here, if you come around to this side, is where it screws in the headlight housing down in the bottom there. You're gonna want to get that thing around that metal black thing I'm pointing at right now. I don't have the camera stay there. You can see that takes a little bit of wiggle and finesse, but you go ahead and let's see. Go ahead and get that underneath first. And then the rest of everything. So we ended up just popping this fender down here. It's pretty easy. It just pulls out and pops off. But you can get access to the screw right there that you can see hooks into the bottom of the headlight housing. I got it started. Then go ahead and just tighten that up snug, and should be good to go for the bottom. All right, once you get the headlight back in, you're gonna want to get that screw back in. I got it started. There's one little hole here. You're gonna get this little pin in, push it in, and then down below here is one more 10 mil screw that I also got started. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those guys tightened up now. You're gonna want to get this top one back in, just a 10 mil. Get these started here. Just snug. And start again. We're gonna go ahead and take this little piece that we pull out the back, part of the front bumper assembly, and we're gonna push this pin back into place. Just snap it in place. Make sure it's all back in correctly. All right, on the other side here, we're just gonna mirror what we did on the first side. We're gonna take this first pop clip out, pull it out, grab this, pop that thing fully out, set it aside. And after that, you're gonna grab your 10 millimeter socket, and take these top two out. Set those aside and keep them together. Then we're gonna go down in here to the side again, and I'm gonna turn the wheel real fast, and we'll have access in there to get that wheel well protection out of the way so we can get to that back. You're gonna come back over here, and inside here there's gonna be a 10 mil that's on top. And get that. Set that aside. You're gonna have one more 10 mil here on the front bumper. Pull this back, and you're gonna get, where's it at? Right here on this side. There's gonna be a nut right up here that you're gonna undo. I will get on it right now. We got one last bolt here, 10 mil. I'll pop that baby out. Light should be good to go. Go ahead and pop these tops off. Go ahead and do the same thing as the other side here. You're gonna screw these lights counterclockwise, take them off. That's the blinker. About to pull out a little more to get clearance. This rubber grommet off the daytime running light. Once that's pulled off, we got this same clip other side down in here that you're gonna push down on. Push down and pull up on. You get that to release. And pull that guy all the way back and off. Pull that light out of the way. The last light. There's the parking light right there. And let that drop down. Will work. Pull the housing. Now once you have all those loose and your lights out, you'll be able to just pull out the light nice and easy. Set that guy aside. And grab the replacement headlight. Peel these little stickers off. Open up the light housings. Peel the wrap off the top. And again, like the first side, I do like to get the lights in it first. I feel like it makes things a bit simpler. So we get parking lights screwed in first. Then we get our actual headlight. Right here is the mechanism that you push under to get them tight. So you go ahead and pull that out first. You want to get this big notch right there on the top, lined up with the big notch on the top. Set right into place. And once it's set into place, you push that metal fastener down and underneath, and it'll keep everything intact. And go ahead and put the dust rubber grommet back on. Now for the last one here. Toss in your blinker. Having some troubles here. Get that blinker light in and push tight. Headlight assembly, getting it in is always a little bit tricky. We want to start by getting this top underneath first. Adjust the fan. Once you get that top popped underneath, start working the sides here. Make sure these tops here are popped in, well down below, and once that is in, you can take your 10 mil and get these tops down and tight. Try not to drop anything down in your engine bay. There's one more down here. And when you do that, there is a little loop on the light. You're going to want to make sure it clips and snaps into place around that. And then you go ahead and get that guy put down. Pop this piece back into here. And you're going to slide it in. Grab your push pin. Go ahead and pop that big down. Now on this side, I'll go ahead and then get this back inside here. Bumper back in place and realign. And there'll be a thing here from the top again. You're going to get on that bottom bolt from the little kind of J that sticks out from the bottom of the headlight. this, you'll be able to pop front fender pretty much back in place where it wants to go. First screw back in the bottom here. Maybe if I put it on tight, that would help. Got that screw in nice and tight. Last one, there's one more 10 mil screw. So we're gonna go up under here, back into the fender. Alright, this front grill here, right here where we popped it out in the beginning, these clips are just going to pop in on either side. Get it seated in there properly on both sides. Pop it down until it clicks. And then get the top right here, aligned up with each of these 10 mil holes. We'll take your push pins, run it down and click it. Get that 10 mil bolt started. Put in. Get the other 10 mil put in. I'll just pop this pin in first, straight. Sink that in, and that will be a done install. Put that last one in, and after that, your install is complete. You're going to want to go ahead, come back over here, take the negative terminal of your battery, put it back on top. Go ahead and tighten that terminal back up. Once that tightened back on, your install is complete.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the Raxium Axial Series OE replacement headlights with the black housing and clear lens, fitting all 2005 through 2011 Toyota Tacomas, and you can find this set right here at extremeterrain.com.